For our next challenge in this series, we're taking a look at an interesting use case for the new rows step. So we're working with that same input that we had in the previous challenge. So it's our sales data for C&BSCo. And we want to know the days where no sales happened. So what we want to do is we want to scaffold this data. So from the min date that's included in our sales data to the max date, we want to add in a row even if there were no sales on that day. So in order to use our new row step, that works only with date fields or numeric fields. And so we need to convert this sales date from a date time into a date. So we just click on that drop down there to change it to be a date instead. Then in our new rows step, we just select our sale date from our field and we'll leave the defaults as they are. We want it to go between the minimum and the maximum date. We want to update our existing field here and we want it to go for every day. We want a new row. And we can see here that we've got 22 new rows being added there. Okay, and I've just updated this to say what values should your new rows have. It's usually default null or 0. I've chosen to make them all null because they really don't exist. We don't want a sales value of 0. That might be a little bit misleading. We'd rather it was null. But not too important because we're not going to use most of the fields in the rest of the challenge anyway. So then what we're going to do is we're going to filter our data. So where we have at the moment in our new rows step, we've still got all of our sales data. We can just click on, say, this null value and click exclude so that we filter our data and we keep just those dates. So just that field with all the dates in where we didn't have a sale date. Next, we want to know what weekdays these are part of. So if we duplicate this sale date field, and then we go to the convert dates option, then we can choose day of the week. We could also use a date name function to create a calculated field, but I like doing it with the built-in functionality in Tableau Prep. So we go ahead and do that and just rename that to be day of the week. Then finally, we've just got to aggregate this. So we're grouping by our day of the week, counting our distinct sales dates, and renaming that field to be the number of days. And there we have it. We know that Thursdays, there are the least number of sales, followed by Sundays, sorry. Or maybe not the least number of sales, they're just the days of the week where we are most likely to have no sales. Okay, and then we just output the data in an output step and the challenge is completed. So thank you very much for watching and I hope you enjoyed that challenge.